Hello, and welcome back to another episode of What the Clams. I am Clams, and today on episode 2, we have two guests. I've got two of my childhood best friends, people I consider like brothers. I've got the homeless man, Mr. Hobo here, and we also got Matt, Mr. Possum.
How's it going?
So we've got a few stories to tell from in the past. I think I want to start off with the pentagram thing we found in the mountains, because having Matt here is perfect because he's the one that really, I want to say it was Blake that spotted it, but it was more or less Matt that was.
Well, he hadn't initially.
I knew like there were trails back there behind where we were chilling at.
So there's a spot up on the mountain, not far from where Matt's family has a cabin. From there is a like a people go to ride like their ATVs and like motorcycles and stuff. And we're up there smoking weed and whatever the fuck kids do, you know. Somebody kind of wanted, I want to say it was Blake that did, wanted out to take a piss. That's what it was. And next thing you hear him freaking out, like, hey, you guys gotta see this. And we go out and check, and it's that fucking, there's like a garbage can, like I want to say like a 55-gallon, no, it was like,
It was one of those big ones.
yeah, it was a
like
big,
those...
big green garbage can in the ground, and there's like dead rodent, you know, like squirrels and chipmunks and shit dead around it. There was, didn't you say there was like, because I remember the candles too.
The little white candles.
The little tea.
They were like perfectly white candles, like not even dirty or anything.
Yeah,
they were just
candles.
like
those little tea light candles floating on the top of it. Or were they on top of the water?
There were some on the top, and then there were some scattered out around it.
Yeah, dude, it's just fucking freaky. Because I know you were saying before, that your mom was talking about when she was in high school, there was like some occult shit going on, and people going up and doing like
satanic stuff.
And so that was weird enough as it is. I'll let Matt tell what. That's the part I feel like we got fucking like voodooed that day.
Yeah.
Well, it's like full of like, what color was it? It was just black.
It was like
right?
a black sludge.
But it had like that black sludge, but it almost had like that oil, like you know, you get oil in water.
Yeah.
It kind of had like that on top too.
Yeah. So I like poked it with a stick, you know, and like whatever it was very thick and like gooey. It stuck to the stick.
I was fucking horrified when you stuck that stick in
there.
Yeah.
I remember all of us slowly telling you not to do that. It's gonna curse you.
Yeah, it might have too.
Dude, and the thing is, so the reason I wanted to bring it up is because I wanted to kind of segue into another story. Fuck, how many years was it after that we tried to go back up there to go find it again?
Well, we went, I think it was back in 2012, 2013 when we discovered that up there.
Because it was like right about the time, because I like just getting out of high school.
And we went
We
back
were
up
in
there.
Celica, I think. Right?
Yeah, we were in your Celica.
Yeah.
We had just started hanging out with you and stuff.
Yeah.
And you were wanting to show us your cabin, and that was our first time ever going up to your cabin and stuff.
Yeah. And then you told us about that spot, so we drove up there, and we stumbled upon that, because that's when, isn't that when me and Blake rode the four-wheeler up?
Yep.
You almost fucking rolled it. Yeah, so then we tried
to go up there like fairly often though, so it probably was only like a year or two after that, maybe at most.
Yeah, from when we saw the pentagram, to when we tried to go find it again, probably like a year or two. Yeah. And we went back up, and they clear cut it.
Yeah, and it's buried now. It's under logs and stuff.
Yeah, because we're like, we were like trying to map it out.
Because I know exactly where it's at. It's on the like corner of that drop.
Yep.
Into that big old hole. It's just like
Someone
probably 30 feet. That's all.
They fenced it all off. We can't even chill there anymore. It breaks my heart.
But
I can't even chill there anymore.
Fucking hey, that's the end to an era.
It is.
That's tragic.
There's a lot of spots like that up there now.
Dude, all of Lincoln's like that now.
All for stuff.
Everything, all the way down. So we went back up there though, trying to locate the fucking panic ritual ground. And while we're up there, we were up there for what? Hour or so, were we not? Like, we were up there for a while.
It was probably, I would say 30 to 45 minutes.
Yeah, because that's when we were like shooting the gun and shit, right?
No, that was the time we went up and we were just hanging out.
Because the next time is when I wanted to bring the gun up that one time because I was like, I ain't going up there again with that again.
That was the next time we went.
Yeah.
That's when we had the gun.
And
Because we had been up about 4 times that year.
Yeah.
Still never seen a squirrel explode like that.
Well, I mean, I hit it with a 270.
Fuck crazy.
Quick scope that
The
little
only
bastard.
thing I found was its arm and head.
That's what was flying.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're up there, and I don't know. I'll let one of you guys kind of tell that part, because that part just, I froze, dude. I've never had my hair, that was the first time, I should say, I had my hair stand up like that.
Well, the initial time was me, you, and Matt.
Yeah, just us.
And we went up there and we were just chilling in the back of the truck, kind of walking around out by that. And Matt heard it sound like grunts and like a bear, an angry bear, like charging, like doing a bluff charge.
Yeah.
And he got freaked out and was like, "Let's go, let's leave." I know that sound, and it worried me then. So we went back to the truck and we just kind of stood around, getting ready to leave, and it just kept going and going.
And then it started getting
And
louder.
there
Got
was, like,
louder.
gunshots, but it wasn't
was too-
echoing.
Yeah, it wasn't
There was
shrill
no
enough.
crackle. It was just a hollow,
Thud.
yeah, like wood chopping.
So loud, and it was like, and I'm gonna sit here and say, for the record, I'm not saying it was Bigfoot.
No,
I'm just saying I've spent my whole life in the mountains.
it wasn't a bear. It wasn't a moose. It wasn't an elk.
Well,
Yeah.
I can't
Ox, a
move that
wolf.
fast.
Yeah, the distance it covered.
It was loud, and it went on periodically.
It was loud, like it was far away loud. Like, when I say far away loud, when you're in the mountains, it echoes everywhere, right? So it was like it traveled a fucking distance, from out there, and was like echoing off another hill and coming at us. And then it got louder and louder, and then it got like insanely loud and was like right the fuck there. Like
Yeah,
it was like it was something on top of you, like
Yeah.
just screaming in your ear, like at you. It was like, huh.
Yeah, because my first
What
thing was
the
like, we
fuck?
need to fucking leave. And
Yeah.
like Hobo called it, dude. It was like, no, we gotta no.
And to this day, I wonder why we never pulled anything out to record it.
Nope.
Or nothing. We
I
just
was
sat
just-
in the back of the truck for 20, 25 minutes just listening to it,
dude, I mean,
wondering what it was.
I look back on that too. Like, why did we not record? But it was just so,
And that was the first time.
yeah.
That was a week prior to our really weird experience with me, you, and Walmart.
Yeah, because that time, dude. So the first one, man, I froze. I fucking froze. I didn't, because my brain, I was trying to rationalize what the fuck we're hearing. And I can't, nothing makes sense.
No.
Besides something no one knows what it is.
Yeah, the closest I've ever heard to it are supposed Bigfoot calls.
Yeah, listening to random recordings of people saying supposedly that one video you showed me. That's the closest thing. And it was like a fucking, like one of those sirens for like a fucking hurricane.
Yeah, I don't know if it's an air raid siren, but more like a tornado siren. Like
Yeah.
you'd hear in like Iowa,
But like
a long drawn out tone.
but like
Fucking connected to a meth head that can run like a $1.80.
Yeah,
I don't know. There was a crazy. Man, that was one of the craziest things I've ever fucking experienced. And then we told Walmart about it.
Yep.
Hobo's little brother, and we, because we've been talking about it, like, what the fuck was that? I mean, when you experience something like that, you don't just forget about it. So we went back out there with Walmart, and we ventured further down that road, and we were on foot. We walked from the truck. We parked at the same spot. We walked down, and that, dude, it got so close, and the distance it would move from, it felt like 10 yards out into the woods, but I don't know, you would hear it, and then it'd be in another spot, and then you hear a stick or something snap way the fuck away. So I don't know if it was multiple of whatever it was,
I believe it was. I believe it. There were probably 2 of them.
because at one point I thought it was
calling back to
wolves,
each. That's what I thought too. Were big ass wolves. Like,
because it made this fucking, it was like doing this like howl thing, but then it got like ear piercing high.
it would start off like a wolf call.
Yeah.
That initial raise in tone, and then it would drop off into like a bear growl or
Yeah.
roar.
That's not how I've ever heard wolves.
No, no.
You know what I mean? I've been surrounded by a pack of wolves with my fucking brother and my nephew.
Well, it's pretty simple to tell them. I mean, everybody knows what a wolf sounds.
Yeah, everybody knows what
They
wolf.
make some weird calls during, mating season and stuff, but
Not like that,
not like that. We're talking vocal ranges greater than an elk bugle.
dude. Yeah, and when we
Far
started
greater
running,
than an elk bugle.
yeah,
Like I would say closest is maybe like rutting season for the elk.
Yeah,
Like that sound they make,
that that
scream
range.
and that range, that is about as close, but nothing compared to it.
No, I remember when we started running
Yeah.
because at
It's
one point we were like, "Don't run,"
yeah.
because I mean we were moving, and then when we would run, it would like almost seem like it would try to cut us off.
Yeah.
And that's when we were like, "No, we have to just kind of walk this out."
Well, I think you might have antagonized it,
I did.
dancing with that stick with the deer skull on it
Yeah,
in the middle of the street, making like chanting sounds and shit. I think that might have antagonized
picked it off
better.
because we didn't hear shit the whole time.
Yeah.
And that was when we were like kind of starting to walk back. You know, I mean, we weren't like really walking back on purpose. We were just kind of
We were
venturing
just
back
walking
this
down
way.
the road back
Yeah.
to the truck.
Yeah, we were just kind of like, fucking around.
Because we initially parked where we normally do.
Yeah,
We walked to that old abandoned hunting stand that
Yep.
you said was
it was fucking
your buddy.
Chandler's.
Yeah.
And then we cut down that hill.
Yep.
And then we
thought
got
we
to the
seen
road.
it was looked like a mountain lion laying there, but it was a log.
Yeah, because we were like kind of
There's like
freaking
a
out
light
about that.
tan log. and
Yeah,
it looked
because
like
for
a
a sec
mountain
we were
lion.
like, oh fuck.
Yeah, and we were kind of spooked on that already. So we walked into the road and we're like, what's kind of weird? We haven't heard anything today.
Yeah,
And you did your little dance with the stick and stuff, and in about 2 minutes, the first initial sound comes off, and we
we're
look
like,
at it.
oh shit.
Yeah, that's when we initially thought it was wolves.
And we're like, we gotta get the fuck out of here because we ain't got shit. We
Yeah.
had like a machete, a stupid stick, and like, because you had like that knife thing, that like
I
little
had
mini
the-
sword thing,
No, it was a double-sided axe
Yep.
and a pellet gun.
and the pellet gun.
That's all we had.
That's right. And dude, the way it came up, the intensity of it, the distance and change, or the distance it would like, just it'd be here and then it'd be back farther and then it'd be right up ahead. I don't know, dude. And it's one of those ones like for a long time I didn't want to talk about.
Yeah, even today when I told Marvin, my uncle, this just a couple days ago, the story,
Yeah.
and it's hard to express it to people because there's really no words to put the sound in.
No, and
You
then
can't mimic the sound. It's too
no,
crazy to mimic.
no,
Even an audio recording of supposed sounds, they're not close enough.
no.
The amount of like
Bass.
bass in
Yeah.
that sound.
The shrillness, the bass, when you try to tell somebody about it, they're gonna be going, okay,
Or you
whatever.
think it's Bigfoot
They're
or
gonna downplay you.
something.
No,
I don't know what it is.
I'm not afraid to at least now just be like, you know what, man, I've been through a lot of shit. Fuck, man, that happened over 10 years ago.
Yeah.
At this point, dude, like,
It's been about 10.
and we live near, like, an area that supposedly has a lot.
It was 2 miles from Paul Freeman's Bigfoot film
Yep.
and about 4 miles from Dr. Jeff Meldrum's
Yeah.
tracking, where he tracked Bigfoot trail for 4 miles.
We got we got a really big hot spot around this area for these sightings, and we weren't out there looking for, there's
We
people.
weren't looking for it.
There's people that say they spend their whole lives out here looking for some kind of sign. I wasn't.
You remember Nate?
Yeah.
There was this cabin that's really not too far off from that spot that, like, way back in the day, and it might even still be a thing, but I highly doubt it is since everyone else locked their property down so hard. There was this cabin that was, like, pretty much a free use cabin. And it was like this old dude where it was agreed upon that, like, as long as, like, if he ever went up there, if it wasn't full of trash, like, he would just let it be used by, like, whoever the fuck really wanted to use, like, a cabin up there. And Nate was staying up there, and it's got this, like, spot behind it that sits on a cliffside, and you can, like, it's got this little seat built in, so you can, like, literally sit, like, in the cliffside and just, like, look off of it. And he was sitting there one day, and just, like, he was with his dad, and he has this, like, his own, like, whole story of seeing, but he will specifically say a Bigfoot. Like, he saw, like,
He's seen it.
he looked at it, like, up
Yeah.
close.
I can confirm that he'll tell the story because
Uh-huh.
he
I feel
told
like
me.
I've heard this story.
He told us that time out in Yumapine, out at their
Is that the
house.
one where he was peeing and he could see it in the moonlight?
Yeah,
in
I
between
know
the
it
trees
was.
or something
I
like that?
know it was dark, and I think it was like climbed like halfway up a tree, and he had a light and like shined the light on it and like got a clear look at it and was like, Holy shit! But
Yeah, and he was
I
like, I'll never
never.
go back there.
Yeah,
I feel
he won't go back there
that's pretty
either.
close to where we were, right?
He
Yeah.
won't even really go up like there. Like he avoids that whole like
Whole-
area of the mountain entirely.
Yeah.
Damn.
Just avoids it.
I
He'll
know
go
he's
up to like my cabin. He was fine with that. But once you got like around big meadows,
Yeah.
he would just
Like one of
no.
Yeah.
yeah, because I want to say something about he was out taking a piss and he heard something and it was you could see it like in the moonlight kinda, and it was in like a tree.
He describes the sound very similar. That like it just like shocked, like just
Frozen.
stopped.
Oh
you.
yeah, you can't move.
Yeah.
That sound is it's a weapon in itself.
Yeah, like that's
Like,
why
what is it? Lions, they produce a sound. It's like
subharmonic or whatever,
subharmonic,
where it just
and it can like
Fucking
daze
zap you.
elephants and like all sorts of stuff.
because you just fuck like I don't know, it hits like another sense within
Yeah.
you, like that core sense where you're like, what the fuck? And he's like, because he was same thing. He didn't want to talk about it. He kind of got forced into telling the story that time. Like, no, dude.
Yeah,
like,
he don't
we
like
were like, no,
anything
dude, I
about
want to
that.
hear
I
this
feel like
story.
he told us that story in Jeremy's carport one time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the first time I heard about it, that's what it was out at Brandon and Daniels, and they had brought it up, and he was like, no, I ain't talking about it. Like, I don't want to go back there. Stop. Like, he got like
He don't like
seriously upset. Like, he legit. And then there was a time we kind of brought it up because we were talking about what we heard,
Yeah.
and he was like, you seen it, you heard it, and we're like, what? And he was like, remember what we were talking about before? Like, I don't like talking about it, but he's like, I'll fucking tell you. And he like pulled us off away from a lot of other people because there was a bunch of people there. So, I mean, not like a whole bunch, but like there's a few other people
Yeah.
there, and he just wanted to talk to us. Yeah. Speaking of traumatizing memories, there's a time that we were at the river. So back in the day, I've talked about before, I'm in recovery. I've quit fucking drinking, or quit smoking weed, or quit doing coke, quit doing all these horrible things. So a little side tangent. Anybody out there that's on the struggle, man, like stay with it. There is help, and you just got to be persistent about the want. If you want it, you can get it. I'm going to go into that in another episode with some of the people I was actually in rehab with and go a little bit deeper. But back in the day, selling a lot of weed. My mom passed when I was 14. Kind of became like emancipated. If it wasn't for Hobo's family, I would have been put into foster care. I was sometime after that, we graduated high school, and I was with my kid's mom, and I was going to sell some weed to the boys. Well, they're all getting ready to go down to the river, and they're going to go smoke. So I meet them down there. We're trudging along through kind of by the bridge, kind of went farther down the dike a bit. And we found this little hole. We're like, dude, this spot's like perfect. Like there's smoke right here. It was like a perfect little hollowed out spot. And I remember my kid's mom had called and was kind of bitching at me, like, hey, you need to hurry the fuck up, get back here. And I remember kind of like getting pissed off and like, I admit it was pointless. But the point of that is, I walk out, and there's how many of us? So there was us two.
There was me, you, Mikey, Chandler, and Sebastian.
Yeah. And I walk out.
That's quite the crew.
It was quite the
That's
day.
one hell of a crew.
And I walk out into like further towards the river. So I'm like right up on like the river bank. And I'm on the phone. I'm walking around doing my thing like I always walk when I'm on the phone. I'm like, no, like you gotta give me fucking 20 minutes or so, I'm gonna burn one with them and then I'll be back, we can go do whatever we gotta go do, whatever it was we're supposed to be going to do. And I remember like looking at the guys in the trees and turning to my right. And towards the right is where they have like this little water purification. I don't even know what little spinning wheel things. Remember, because you have like the actual fish ladders, the spillway, and up before that they got like that little spinning thing where like water will go through it, like a little filtration thing.
I think that's to keep the big fish in the like little tiny meadows
separated. I remember turning around, and right there's like a deep spot, kind of a crook in the river, and it's directly across the river. There's like that little spot. And there is a guy standing there, got his shirt off. That was a part that to me too. Why the fuck was his shirt off?
He looked like Randy from Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah, dude. Big old belly, everything. And he's not just standing there, guys. The thing, it's seared into my mind. He's just fucking going to town, beating his meat, staring at the water. And I'm like, just freeze. And I'm like, I gotta go. She's like bitching at me. So like this did not make things. I'm like, I gotta go. and like said, okay, like kill that conversation quick. Hang the phone up. And I remember doing the back and forth thing. So I look at the guys, I'm on the phone, I turn, I see him. And I'm like, I get off the phone. And I take a step back, and I'm like kind of froze for a second, like,
I remember you walking over to us and being like, beat this fucking meat.
I'm like stuck, like, it's really happening. He hasn't seen me. So I slowly take a step back and I go back into the little circle, dude. And I'm like, you guys, that guy over there just beating his fucking meat. And
One by one, we slowly all had to see it. We all peered over the bushes.
what I say was,
there it was.
Chandler beating his meat like he owes him money. Wasn't it Baz?
Yeah. Oh, Bass was in shock.
When he looked at you and he said the best, my favorite part of the whole thing. Hobo said the best. Baz, what do we do now?
Fuck. Ain't no one know.
There's nothing you can do in that situation.
Got visually raped. Fucking Hobo's like nothing. You just got visually. And Mikey, that's just something we have to deal with the rest of our life.
It is too.
And we all, I mean, we're shocked. I mean, I pretty much killed the whole.
That killed the mood. My high went away. I still think about it every once in a while.
Dude, like when we were getting good and ripped, and that just done. Stone cold sober, dude. Like just I would say stone cold sober, stone cold in shock.
And it's not like he was just casually beating his meat.
No, like
he was like gonna rip it off. If he could.
Like
Like,
you
he was
know,
pounding that sausage.
it's like when you
So
fucking.
Chandler wasn't wrong.
Oh no, he
was accurate.
he was accurate.
Oh,
He must had a fetish for white water or something. That's the only thing I can
Was
think
it-
of.
Something, dude.
Like, how exactly leaned over the water was he?
So-
is it like, was he like looking at his own reflection?
No,
Well, you
he's just
imagine-
like,
Yeah. You imagine Randy's posture. It's just that.
but he's just staring at the
just
water.
staring at the water, just going to town. And there's no way it was a reflection because you couldn't see it. It's just like white
It was
water.
literally like rapids.
It
And
was-
so we all went to the skate park. I remember this too. And we're like walking because we're all like in, like
We're
trauma
shocked.
bonding. And we're walking to the skate park and we're all like, dude, like what the fuck? And it just, I don't remember even who, but it became Doug. I almost say it was Hobo. It's the Midday Masturbator, dude. And that story has been, at one point I was thinking about doing like a stand up. But I didn't want to do like stand-up comedy. But I was like, I don't know if it could really be. I could just tell stories. But then I was like, dude, if I'm gonna do this podcast, perfect fucking platform.
Yep.
The Midday Masturbator, dude.
It's a urban legend. It's crazy.
I'm also kind of sad too as we're sitting outside recording this. I'm very surprised we haven't seen that thing. There's been Hobo's the one that told me about it, and then just a few days later, I spot it. Matt, you were saying that he was telling you and Baz.
Yeah, like mid telling us, it just fucking pops up too. I don't even remember what we were doing. Were we on the mountain or something?
We were coming down the
off
mountain.
the mountain.
That's when we
And he'd
discovered.
been talking about it for like 20 fucking minutes.
Yep.
And we were arguing about what it was. Because I kept trying to tell him that, like, I can't even remember what the fuck I was telling him it was. I was like, bro, it's gotta be like a drone or something. Like a little tiny, like, drone.
It's definitely not tiny.
Yeah, like,
It reminds me of those things they were spotted in New Jersey or whatever.
I think we were,
Remember
like,
the
right
drone?
by the
When
cemetery.
all those drones were going around.
Yeah.
Like, right by the cemetery, mid-argument. He's like, there it is. Fuck.
You tell me. There it is, motherfucker. Like,
Oh, we got pretty close to it, too.
Oh yeah.
And then it took off at, like, fucking jet speed. I went across the city,
yeah, dude, that thing. When I
and then we
spotted it
lost it.
with Ashley and my son. And we're out here playing 10,000 after eating food. You know, playing dice game.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no fucking way. There it is. And Ashley's like, oh my god, what the fuck? I don't run over the fence, dude. Like with my phone out, like trying to get. It's moving just fast enough, and it's too dark because you know if I
Yeah.
try to do that like night vision thing. But it's moving just quick enough.
It only ever got close enough to the ground, like directly over Milton, almost.
Yeah.
Like almost directly downtown Milton, where like the bar and shit is.
Yeah.
That's where we got closest to it. I think we were like almost to Baz's house, or not his house, but like to where we were dropping him off, you know. And I swear we got a pretty good like view on it, but I still couldn't figure out what the fuck it was.
Yeah, it made no fucking sense. Like it made. I honestly thought at first when I saw it, I was like, somebody flying like a large drone right there, and then I looked and it's huge.
See, that's what they got it marked as. The model of the plane that's supposedly what it is.
A Technam P9 or yeah.
Yeah, but it is not a double biplane.
Yeah.
Whatever they're called, double propeller biplane.
No,
It's
there's
not.
no fucking.
It's too big.
There's no fucking way that's what it is.
But that is what is recorded as the because that's the flight pattern.
Yeah, you were showing me the flight pattern.
Yeah,
and that's definitely what it was flying at.
Dude, do we have any we got a bunch of rich ass wine dudes, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Could that be like a little like 2-man or single man like
one of those mini private
like it's got like 2 propellers that point straight up in the air,
like that
and
fucking
then they,
thing
like,
from
fold
Halo, like a
forward.
pelican.
Yeah,
Osprey?
and then
Yeah,
they fold
but a
forward
mini
so
one?
it can go into like plane mode,
Well, I know what you're talking about.
and then it can like slow down,
It
kind
could
of
very well
hover
be that.
around. Because I feel like when we saw it,
It was in
it looked
helicopter
like
mode.
it had like a front end like cockpit, and then it got skinny towards the top, and then like split in like a cross, I guess it would be.
I didn't even think about
2
that either.
propellers and then like
Yeah.
a little tail end piece.
Because we do have, there's like 2 billionaires that live here.
It could very well be that.
Because that's how we have the mall thing now. Two of the billionaires, their wives, they moved down here from Tri-Cities.
They missed them all.
Then no, their wives are like, no, I don't want to move down there. But they want to move down here because they're wine. And they're like, I don't want to move down there. There's nothing to fucking shop at. So they fucking bought the mall and they bought that land and started building fucking shops. That's why a lot of those places are like more uppity, for this area.
Beautiful.
That makes sense.
They wanted to give their wives somewhere to go shop.
It's beautiful.
I wouldn't doubt that, dude. I don't know. When I saw it, I was just shocked because we were talking about, because Ash and I were talking about like, I wonder if we'll see that thing. But it was only like 9 o'clock.
But it's weird that it does it every single day for the last 3 months.
Yeah, I seen it again last night too.
Yeah, I see it almost every night.
But I caught it like, it was the same like pattern, but like maybe off just a little bit,
Yeah.
it like almost like it shifts its pattern. So like each night it covers like a radius and then it goes back to the cycle.
Well, I showed you the one over the Tri-Cities too.
Yeah.
There's a plane in the Tri-Cities doing like elliptical circles over the Columbia, and it's been doing that for about 6 months now.
See, Tri-Cities would make sense for me.
But
for like a
elliptical circles, I mean,
police.
hundreds of times a day, just constant circles over the Columbia,
I don't know.
in like a weird grid pattern.
Only thing I could think about with that is if they're like using some like drone thing for
Well,
that.
It's got to be LiDAR or like some sort of.
Yeah.
Like, if you look at California, you'll see like 6 different helicopters doing that, and planes actually. It's because they're all car chases. It's all news and like police shit.
Yeah, but
chasing
over the
vehicles.
river, that's the part
Yeah,
where it
that's
makes
what
me
I
wonder
mean.
if they're
Tri-Cities, I was gonna say, would make sense to me for like a helicopter or something.
No, they're planes. It's a plane.
They're planes.
It makes me
And
wonder if
it's doing like it's going like this, like just over and over.
That's what this
all
one
day.
does, right?
Yeah, it's very
Over
similar.
Milton.
Yeah, it's very similar. I think I actually might have a photo of.
makes me
of
wonder if
this.
they're searching, if it's one of Tri-Cities, they're searching over the water for like hidden fucking
Well,
like, people trying to smuggle drugs.
Old Waitsburg is not too far from there. Where they moved Waitsburg up to
Yeah.
where it is. When they built the dams, they flooded the Columbia River,
Yeah.
and the water levels went up like 30 feet, some crazy shit like
Yeah.
that. So they relocated several cities along the Columbia, and I'm pretty sure Old Waitsburg sits exactly, where that old bridge is, that's half bridge, where people fish off of all the time?
Oh, you mean Wallula?
Yeah, Wallula Junction there. That swamp area, like right down there, that's where Old Waitsburg sat, was like right in there somewhere.
It makes sense.
There's an old legend of like a bank robbery, someone robbing.
Yeah, that there's a bunch of money down there.
Someone robbed a boat at Old Waitsburg because it was a ferry harbor where they would transfer the gold and pay everybody out here, the
Yeah.
farmers and everything. And they robbed the ferry and got off at Waitsburg and came down towards New Waitsburg, where it sits now, and tried to, like, somewhere in between there and Old Waitsburg, they got caught.
Yeah.
And they said that they buried the gold out there on the riverside somewhere.
Yeah, what's up with that story?
it changes every year. The original one was like Cash Hollow, and then
Cash Hollow got
Dayton.
fucking like
That one, yeah, that was the first one I heard about in this area where fucking they
searched.
robbed the bank in town, then they went up, they fucking caught him, and he was like, "You'll never find
Yeah.
fucking all of it."
That was the Waitsburg story. But it was like retold, like telephone games, and somehow it turned to Milton Freewater and Cash Hollow.
But at the same time, it could. It's the same thing as I was reading some deal about like fuck, where was it? Something to do with like DB Cooper, and that there's a good chance that like some of his gold's in this one area that's not far from. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I don't know. It's like you said, the telephone game. I feel like a lot of it just is hearsay that gets spread.
DB Cooper's a good story.
Yeah, that one was absolutely wild. That completely changed how like TSA works and shit, dude.
It did.
Like-
and no one knows if he got away or not.
Yeah,
He looks a lot like my grandpa did when he was a young man. That's the one over the Columbia. That's not normal.
He's just having a good time.
That's very odd.
He's just
He
having a
just
good
drunk,
time.
dude.
There's like a line, and then it goes into this like super long like oval shape, and then a single line that comes out of it, and then makes another super thick oval shape, and then
You
a
know what it
single
could
line
be?
is the weirdest fucking
Yeah,
Crop
thing.
spraying crop like wheat field.
That would actually be.
But
a
I have
good
never seen
guess.
a plane do that.
We do
Yeah.
have one
Well,
out here
normally
that
they
crop
don't
dusts,
track the fucking crop duster plane that hardcore.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I remember we used to always see that yellow one out here. There was one out here forever, and I haven't seen that in years. But
Oh,
that's still,
I still see them all the time.
oh well, yeah,
There's a helicopter out there that goes like 15 feet off the ground.
Yeah,
yeah.
he does the same thing in the
Wild,
helicopter, or he had a biplane for a long ass time too, like a single, like old school fucking.
Oh yeah, like World
it
War
was awesome.
II.
Yeah, dude, it was awesome.
Still, man, that thing. I don't know. Speaking of, okay, another one because if we're going to be talking about ones that we're all there, that's the one I've been kind of hitting on the things that we're all there to see for the most part. The noise in the mountains, two of us at least.
Yeah.
But
Well, he was there for the first part.
I was there
yeah,
for the first
exactly.
one.
That
It was
second
just-
one,
The second one was Miss
I was
me in
just
Walmart.
lucky enough to miss the Midday Masturbator.
Yeah.
and
That-
I'll have to have that image burned in
You
my head.
probably would have been involved in that if it like.
Oh, I would have yelled at him. I would have, I would have fucking yelled over. I would have been like, "What the fuck, goddamn DJ!"
dude. But that one in the back roads, that one still too. The fucking weird tripod light
The
thing.
tripod one with
It
the
was
spotlight.
big.
It was huge.
That's
Dude,
the
but
only thing
The
I don't
part that
understand.
fucking scares
I
me.
thought it was, those huge ass like auto sprayers.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought maybe they were out there like working on the pipe or something. Like maybe if like a motor burnt out in the middle of the night or something, like something's fucked up with it. Because it was like taller than one of those. So I
Yeah.
thought like it was some big ass fucking like light some
but then it
crazy
just
farmer
beamed at
had.
us.
It did.
Yeah, it moved.
That was the part that fucking scared me, dude. Is it like locked on? It was like it noticed us.
Mhm.
The shitty part is like we had a view of that for about 5 seconds, and then a hillside covered it. And then, like, the next terrifying part, we come up the other side and it's not there anymore.
Yeah,
Less than 5 seconds.
less than 5
There's like,
seconds.
there's no dust. There's
no noise.
No. It was like you see like boar hunting when they ride on the back of the trucks with the big old spotlight
Yeah.
shining for boar.
But it was three of them.
It was and it was like 15, 20 feet off the ground above like the trees.
Yeah, and it just beamed at us, and then it just the fuck appeared.
In less than a minute, because it took us like there's a stop sign right there on the corner.
Yep.
And it was probably 40 feet from that we seen it, and it shined the light at us. And by the time we got around the corner where you can get a better visual,
It's gone. That part, dude. I still like. There's so many of those things. I get. Yeah, I will say. I will put out there. We were ripped,
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
but
We were ripped for all of this, but I've never hallucinated on marijuana before.
yeah, I don't know, man. That one I still can't grasp what the fuck we
No,
witnessed.
as someone who watched people, like, talk to people that weren't there and shit when they were taking, like, 50 pills of Dramamine or some shit.
Fuck.
Like,
Yeah.
you definitely ain't seeing nothing like that when
No.
you smoke a bowl.
Dude,
That's for damn
I know
sure.
the Midday Masturbator was there. That was not a
Oh, yeah,
hallucination.
yeah.
He was really there.
We had only
When
started to
there's
smoke
like
the first
10
bowl.
people and you all see the same thing,
Yeah.
you know something's going on.
Speaking of that Dramamine shit, dude, there was only one time that I actually tripped on that shit, and they said you gotta eat like 18 of these fucking things. So I fucking ate it, and I remember jumping, something like a trampoline or some shit. No, that's what I was standing at I was standing at the shop, looking at the backside of the field, and all of a sudden the trees, the apple trees, across the fucking empty field were just right in my fucking face and then gone again. And I was like, what the fuck? I don't like that. No, I don't know. No more of that.
That is the day. I don't know if you want to put this in there.
Oh,
But a
I could-
disclaimer right here. That is the day I lost my virginity. And I was high on Dramamine. And I was hearing whispering. High as shit on Dramamine.
Fuck's sake! I never did
Yeah,
try
look
Never
at
that.
did it again.
Nah,
Never
dude.
touched again. It freaked me the fuck out.
Yeah.
I never did try that. The pill, like any of the like random like pills I ever done were like pills, like ones that made sense. Like,
Yeah.
like a hydro or
Like an Oxycontin or
yeah, or you know, the
not motion
the-
sickness.
the one that it still doesn't make sense in my mind. You know, if you have ADHD and you like actually have ADHD, like Ritalin calms you down.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't have ADHD,
Yeah.
it turns out for some reason Ritalin does the exact opposite, and it fucking like wires you up.
Well, it's
and
amphetamine
like,
salt.
it's
Yeah.
like, let's go. So you know,
Yeah,
there
dude,
was-
it's amphetamine salt. That's how I fucking set a state record. I skipped school so much and I popped a fucking Adderall 30. I'm like, we gotta take this state test today. I'm like, what? I was the first one done. The teacher's like, Clarence, there's no way. You got a passing score. Well, what do you gotta get to pass? You have to get over 240. You have to get at least a 241. I'm like, well, I got a 257. And for an alternative school
Yeah.
in the state of Oregon, I fucking set a record. At least at that time. Like, dude, what the fuck? First one done, just click, click, click. I was like, yep, done. And they're like, there's no way. You just click through. I was like, no, I got it right. I know it.
It's like that movie where you take the pill and you gain intelligence or whatever.
Yeah, dude, like Limitless.
Limitless, that's what it was.
Dude, I don't know. I was trading people weed for those shits. That's exactly how I got that pill that day.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I fucking wish I would have like stayed in school just long enough to do those fucking tests at least.
Dude, one of the other things was like growing up around the skate park.
Yeah,
You remember? You remember when you fought Crazy Anderson?
I do.
That was
He challenged me to a fight in front of the skate park bathroom.
Yep.
And we
Was
literally.
that redhead?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the crazy crackhead who used to stand in the street screaming at the traffic.
I ran into him like a year or two
Oh, yeah.
ago.
I did too. He pointed at my dream catchers in my window and
He
was
acted
like,
like-
"I'm half Native American." I'm like, you're a ginger." I'm
Dude,
like,
when
"You're an Irishman. What are you talking
when
about?"
he ran into me, he acted like we just saw each other yesterday. Like we were best friends ever.
well, he had
Uh,
finally got on medication because I think he was like schizophrenic.
Oh, he definitely was something.
Well, he was always nice to me.
He
like-
was always, he was chill.
Yeah.
He was just a crazy crackhead who was
Oh,
standing
yeah.
in the street screaming
Oh,
at traffic.
He always like saying a bunch of like cholo fucking.
Uh-huh.
You want to know something? I don't know if you guys know this. He burned alive.
He did?
Yeah,
He what?
he burnt.
God damn.
He was in a trailer, living in a trailer, right? And they think what happened was he had like one of those open flame heaters,
Oh yeah.
and it got knocked over, and he couldn't get out in time. And he fucking burnt to death in that fucking.
That's crazy. Where was he
Andrew?
living?
Yeah,
He's dead?
yeah.
Are you serious?
Where was he living?
Holy shit.
I think he was living on like his dad's property or something.
Like still around here?
Yeah.
Somewhere? That's crazy.
That's wild. I did
How
not
many
know
years
he-
ago was that?
that couldn't have been that long ago. Like,
Yeah, no, I mean,
like 3 or 4
dude.
years ago.
Because
and-
I ran into him like 3
Yeah,
years
yeah, 3
tops
years ago,
ago.
something
yeah,
like
I
that.
want to say it was like maybe 2 years ago or something. I
Fuck.
found this out from Tanner. Was like, yeah, dude, he died. I'm like, what?
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, dude.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
I tried to
that.
fight. He tried to fight me. But we weren't even like. They were just wrestling.
Yeah,
Just wrestling in front of the skate park bathroom. And goddamn Officer Clayton shows up.
Goddamn
And
Clayton.
he tries to, like, make me press charges against him.
Yeah, like, no, it was a
I
mutual
was like, we're
fucking...
just chilling. We're just, wrestling around.
What is with that bathroom at the skate park, though? How, dude, I've got...
Dude, the cops show up to that bathroom like
Blake?
clockwork.
Blake got a fucking MIP there. No, it was
He didn't even
pissing and...
do anything
Yeah.
either.
He got a ticket for pissing outside the bathroom, and he was only standing there because that's where you could get Wi-Fi connection. And he didn't have internet.
Yeah.
He had like his what? I guess back when he had like the iTouch.
The,
No, it was the iPod Touch.
Yeah. Before iPhones.
Yeah.
And he's trying to get on there.
And from the church Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he fucking, that was like the one spot you could stand, it would work.
Yeah.
And he was standing there. It was like windy or
It
whatever.
was winding and raining, and we had just
I remember
broken
that.
the church.
Yep.
Well, we didn't even break in. The door was open. I pushed it, and it opened. We just
But-
walked in.
Somebody pissed there. Somebody did
Yeah,
piss
somebody-
there. We weren't there when they did it. So Blake's standing there and he's like, whatever, dude, I just need to get this fucking, I need to send this message. And the cop shows up and gives him a ticket.
Yeah, he just goes, "Hey, you pissed in that corner." He didn't even question. It was Clayton.
Yep.
He just was like, "You pissed in that corner." He didn't even like
He's
Blake
like,
a
"No, I
chance to
didn't."
defend himself or anything. Everybody was like, "He didn't piss in it." Calvin's like, "He didn't piss in it."
Dude, Clayton hated people.
Oh, he did. He's
He-
like the sergeant now or something like that.
Oh, really?
I think
I
he's
know.
headed like undercover. Because Shirts is fucking head.
Oh, who?
Shirts, Officer Shirts.
Never even heard of it.
Oh, dude. You know the movie Superbad?
Yeah.
You know the one with the glasses?
Yeah.
The one that looks like that guy? That's the fucking captain.
Really?
Yeah. The other thing about that, the bathroom skate park, there was a time that Daniel got in that fight with.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
It was something about something like he said something because it was like I can't remember what the fuck it was about. Started
It
and all of
was
a
about
sudden,
Daniel being drunk as shit.
and then he said something like racist.
Somewhat racist. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Paloma was like, "Hey, fuck you." Like, I'll fuck you up. And like Daniel's drunk and he did the taekwondo and shit. He's like, I'll fucking kick your ass. And Paloma's like, who? Did boxing for a long time. Like, I'm gonna fuck you up. I just remember seeing, because they're like in the bathroom, and Palone hit him in the face, Daniel roll backwards, stand back up, go back in. And they're like, I don't even know how many times.
Probably 8.
Yeah, and eventually there's a point where
I remember me and Matt just standing outside the bathroom watching this guy roll out, get up, run in,
roll back
hit,
out,
get rolled.
and like everybody, even Palone, at the point were like, just stop.
Yeah.
Like,
They
it's done.
got
It was
like
Andreas and Palone standing in there.
it
like, rolling a
lasted
blunt.
long enough to where they got out of the bathroom and you could just get a clear view
Of how it was
Daniel
happening.
running at Palone, Palone hitting Daniel in the face 2 or 3 times, Daniel rolling backwards, hitting the ground and standing back up, which are impressive.
Even
Like,
Palone said that.
I'm not discrediting, like, the motherfucker took some hits. Like,
Impressive. He also always did a perfect backwards roll,
stood
like
up
an actual, like he meant to roll and not fall on his ass, and he stand back up every time, and he's drunk.
as
Yeah.
fuck.
Shit.
As shit, dude.
I really am curious as to like what he could do sober
It
with,
was like
with the
drunken monkey.
taekwondo.
Yeah. Dude, and then, like, what do we have to do?
Because he couldn't do anything drunk with it.
No.
And then we took it into the river.
But
and he's like,
also, taekwondo is, I don't even remember what the fuck martial arts that is exactly.
Taekwondo.
That's not the one where, is that the one where you pin people?
no, it's
mainly?
kicks. It's mainly
It's
kicks.
kicks and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Which ain't gonna work against someone like fucking Palone, who's
No.
gonna,
MMA.
ugh. And then he tried fighting me! Stupid son of a bitch!
I'll never forget him crawling down the road after Chrissy's car
That was the best.
as me and Blake lay there against the road smoking next to this like old parking lot, and we just see Daniel crawling through the
You
parking
just
lot
see
on his
me
hands
sit,
and
like,
crying.
I'm trailing behind him just yelling at him the
Calling
whole
him.
time.
I was right behind Matt.
I'm
I'm
like,
what the
this
fuck are
is
you
the
doing?
most pathetic shit I've ever seen in my life, Daniel. What the fuck? You just got laid like 2 days ago. You're fine. You're gonna be okay.
Get the fuck over it. I want to make babies with you. Oh my
Crazy. That
god.
was so random.
Dude, and those rocks were fucking huge. Like, they hurt. Like,
Oh
how?
yeah, he was crawling hard through that. He was crawling loud enough. It made me and Silver sit up and look over the like concrete like barrier
What
thing.
the fuck is that?
Like, what is that noise? And he looked like a half injured like deer crawling. Like, you know, if you hit a deer going like 60, that's what he looked like. The gravel was just like.
Fuck, dude, remember when he fucking wrecked the goddamn Eclipse?
I think that was.
That was the first time he wrecked it, not the time he totaled it.
Oh, okay.
That was the time he like ripped the front light off and all that.
Yeah, when he hit the fence next to that school and he
Yeah.
fucking took out this fucking sign. Took out the stop sign, hit the fence.
No. That was the time he totaled it.
No,
Yes.
Was it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Because dude, that sign he went through was one of those like that shit was put up in like fucking 1940 or some shit like.
It was in there.
I
Like,
was
That
drunk.
that thing was like that fucking thick, like all the way around, and he splintered it. He shattered it,
yeah.
just like it, like into fucking glass almost.
I think he was trying to drift that corner.
Yeah.
No, he was. Me and him were in a fucking fight, and he got pissed off and got into his fucking car. And we were like the day before some shit talking about trading cars. He wanted to trade the Mitsubishi for the
Okay.
Celica. And he got into that car and I was like, don't fuck, like, you're drunk as shit. Don't fucking, you're being stupid.
You're gonna wreck
And
my
he
car.
fucking starts it like it's already in first gear, you know, it's a manual. He just fucking floors it. You could hear him go around the first corner, hit the pavement, go around that fucking corner. You can hear him just floor it. And like, that's a fast car, dude. Like,
Yeah.
that first gear, that shit can get up to like 60 or so.
Yeah.
And then you hear him shift it and floor it again. And then you hear, like, mid flooring it, you hear him try to turn. And it's nothing but just like a fucking cannonball being fired. And then just like a few more sounds of like glass and metal and
What was it
shit
that he
flying
said when he-
around.
He gets out and he comes back over to the house.
So we start fucking moving up that way, and like I'm worried at this point. I see the car and I start running towards the car, and he gets out, and I'm like, "Are you okay?" And he looks at me. He goes, "Fuck you!" And I'm a little dude, okay, you know.
You could have killed him.
But no, I 100% was going for a Superman punch on him with my elbow to the stupid motherfucker. And someone caught me. I don't know if it was Brandon, Nate,
I think it was Craig, dude.
Craig,
I want to say it was Craig.
some
Because he was like, no,
someone, like mid jump because I was close enough. I was gonna Superman get the motherfucker. And mid jump, dude caught me mid air and just scooped me away like fucking like nothing. I was like, God damn it, I stabbed this motherfucker. And then the whole time he carried me back to the house, Daniel's just walking right behind him, just
talking shit.
talking shit, just still trying to fight me, and I'm just like, I hate you. I hate you when you're drunk, bro. You're dumb as hell.
The skate park bathroom. Another one. Ain't it? It's fucking pouring rain. We always end up there. Listening to music.
Yep.
It's pouring rain, windy as shit. We're over there under the cover. I remember specifically, Brandon and Dana were bitching about their dad pissing them off or like not bringing them weed or like something. And then one of them said, "Oh shit, he said he's coming." Or no, I think one of them said he saw him. And Kevin pulls up and he's just chilling with it. He's like, "This is all I got, man." Like, we're like, okay, just smoking because he owed him for like doing what it was some drama. There was always something crazy going on.
There was.
So we're all smoking. Like, I had weed. That was the point where I was like, what is the fucking big deal? Like, we have pot, dude. Like, we were all planning on going to, like, I think we were setting up for a party the next day or something. It was something like that. Because it was like, tomorrow I'll have money. We'll go do this. Like, we'll all set up and do a fucking rager or whatever. Their dad shows up and he brings us some weed. And he's hanging out with us. So he's like, it was, I'll burn one with you guys, whatever. Like, okay. And there was no segue to it. That's the thing. I was like, where the fuck did that come from? And this motherfucker just randomly goes, did you guys know that if a girl has a clit that's longer than 3 inches, it's considered a micro penis? And we're all just like, everyone, like, there's like a couple different groups of people talking. We all just stop, look at this guy like, I remember I want to say with Brandon was like, what have you seen? Like, that was the first thing in my mind. Do you know this from experience?
Oh,
Like,
fuck.
what?
I loved that guy. That guy had the most random shit to say all the fucking time. No conversation with him was ever
Dull.
like dull, but none of it ever really
Made
like
sense.
Yeah.
Remember the fucking marijuana pipe? That whole thing? I think you were there. Although he was like, you guys ever smoked out of a marijuana pipe? And we're like, yeah. The fuck do you mean that we smoked it? He's like, no, you haven't. And we're like, okay, no, we haven't, I guess. He's like, no. Like a marijuana pipe. And he did this for like a good 5-10 minutes. And
Yeah.
we're like, dude, what the fuck are you talking? I remember it was like Brandon. Yeah, it was like, shut the fuck up. If
Just show it to him.
Yeah, so he fucking pulls out a fucking stalk from a plant. It was huge. Then he turned it like a zoom tube, and we're like, oh,
fuck. That's
shit.
what we should have done with my plant from last year.
Turn the stem into a zoom.
Yeah,
tube.
we
was
like
big
that.
enough you could.
Yeah, that stem was fucking like bong size
You
almost.
should have made that into a hiking stick.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Hell yeah. Nah, dude. I also remember, oh my god, the Green Gate party.
Green Gate.
It was Richard's 21st birthday.
Oh my god.
Dude, me and Hobo are like, I
can
swear to
barely
God, we were
remember
like
that
fucking,
night. I was so drunk that night.
dude, we were fucking,
That was probably the drunkest I've ever been.
dude, we were so young.
Oh, I was probably like 17,
Not even, dude.
16.
I want to
something like that.
say, yeah, I was like,
You were like
6,
17.
I think I was like
18.
16. I was still in school. I
Yeah,
wanna
oh
say I
yeah,
was-
we were in
Wait, which?
the Green Gate. That was up.
It's up on Lincoln, dude.
Yeah.
And it was the best part of it. It was my elementary school, my elementary school principal's fucking property. I didn't know. Oh, yeah, it's Michael's fucking girlfriend's grandpa's.
Yeah.
And like we meet her, and I was like, oh yeah, they said something. Then they said her last name, and I was like, what? Is your grandpa's name Jim? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, shit. And there's just this massive fucking, big ass fire, big ass bonfire, rager.
Yeah.
The fucking cops come up there, dude. There's fucking, dude. There's probably 80 people.
Yeah.
And the cops come up and they're like, look, if any of you fucking come off this mountain, you're all getting fucking MIPs. I mean, but I'm like, did he really just, like, we know you're underage. I'm not going to card everybody. Don't come off this mountain.
Yep.
Well, no, for a small department like ours, well, you know how much paperwork that would be? Fuck me.
And I would probably have been like the Pendleton cops or something like that.
And,
Because how do
Just-
you even transport that?
yeah,
Yeah.
from that far up. I remember it was like Kathleen and, fucking, I think his name was John. And they're like,
Oh, yeah.
talking and blah blah, and then they fucking jump into this pond. It was like a pool of water.
Yeah.
They jump in there. It gets cold. It got fucking cold that night. Like freezing, dude. Daniel, like easy, fucking old Papa Bear. Pretty sure the motherfucker like pulled out like Molly or something, or somebody had like, I remember him just being fucked up.
Oh, he was fucked. Only thing I can remember from that night is standing by the fire, talking to people, and then the next morning walking down that trail shooting squirrels.
I just say with Cody. Everybody getting mad because Cody had the gun. They're all freaking out. And he's like, I'm fucking not going to do anything with it.
Yeah.
Shut up. And the next day, everybody's pissed off because Cody's out there shooting it like bright and fucking early.
Uh-huh.
I remember because we didn't bring anything to go camping.
No, we were just going up there for a rager.
And then it turned into like, well, we can't get off the mountain because if we leave, you know what I mean? So me and Homer were just like, well, we better just wrap up in these shitty little sweatshirts, wearing our skinny jeans next to
Yeah.
this fucking massive fire. Wake up fucking hungover as shit and start drinking again.
I can't even remember where I slept.
We slept next to the fire. Like, we legit just slept right next to the fire. I don't know if we did catch on fire. Dude,
One night that sticks out to me is the Red Rock.
holy fuck, dude.
You'll have to get Fiji in on that one.
You gotta get Fiji, dude. Fucking, Who was it? Baz, dude.
Oh my god.
Hiding the goddamn.
Gets wasted. Trashed Baz is a bad Baz.
Oh my god.
And he disappears. And we're all like, where the hell is Baz at? And this goes on for
And one of the
20
reasons we noticed it because we're like, where the fuck did the bottle of vodka go?
Yeah, the bottle's missing. And Baz is gone.
We're like,
This
motherfucker.
isn't a good combination.
Not at all.
So we're looking for him for 25, 30 minutes, trying to find him. And I find him squatted on the other side of the tree line, next to a little pine tree, sitting there with a bottle of vodka in his hands, just drinking it. And then I asked him, what the hell are you doing with the bottle out here? And he goes, I'm trying to keep it away from everybody
Yeah.
by drinking it.
By drinking it. Yeah.
He was so drunk that night.
I try to keep everybody safe.
Tad threw a can of beans in the fire. And then
Without poking a hole.
that we're all in the tent sleeping, and an explosion goes off outside, and embers just fly everywhere.
Holes in tents.
Holes in tents.
Dude, I remember seeing. I swear to God, I saw a small black bear walking, and then the girls start freaking the fuck out. I'm like, I shouldn't have said anything. Because there was also the whole thing about because Johnny was bringing up a group of those people.
Yeah.
Tad and
Johnny brought up Tad, Fiji, Baz, and who else
I
was
think it was Walmart.
No, it was that other kid, Badger.
Yeah,
Or something.
Crow or
Crow.
something.
It was something like that.
Yeah, Buzzard.
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 Fucking buzzard.
It was like something like that.
Yeah, it's Buzzard. And
And,
it wasn't Buzzard, it was Buzzard. They're like, what? What the fuck?
and Grandpa made him go up the old Lincoln.
The bad
the
route.
really bad route up Lincoln Mountain.
Dude, it took them like an extra 3 hours.
Yeah.
Like, we're like, dude,
They got stuck twice and had to get pulled out by a big old military truck.
I thought they died.
Yeah. I was walking down the road looking for them.
Yeah, and like that truck, man.
It was tiny.
It was like a
it's-
little Chevy Love.
It's not exactly.
And that's a
You
big
know,
boy. That motherfucker was
yeah.
weighted down. I don't know, man. Like, that one. That night was fucking nuts. Speaking of which, Baz being drunk. I got a story for that one. We're out by where the tree used to be, but farther down, kind of where we saw that fucking, it's like the other end. Like, so here's like the one stop sign we used to drift at, the one closer towards like your house. And we're out there, you know, like where there's that ditch where we found that dead dog. Remember
Yeah.
there was that pit bull, and we were like, what the fuck, dude? So we killed a pit bull and just dropped it off out here.
Yeah.
And we were drinking, and I remember we were with Carissa, so she had that the Dodge,
Yeah, all the
and we're sitting in the back of it. And I remember Baz getting fucking trashed, and Hunter was trashed too, and Hunter trying to go down that fucking thing and falling, eating shit all the way down that hill, all that gravel,
into that ditch.
and then Baz trying to get out of the fucking truck and just stands up and like wobbles and just catches his fucking legs on the back of the truck and just falls like he got powerball,
Yeah.
dude. It just thud. And we're like, what the fuck?
You know
Did
how
he,
big her Dodge was.
Yeah, dude.
that's a long fall, dude.
That's a long fall.
He did the same thing almost in the exact same spot, but instead of being closer to the ditch, we were like before the stop sign, like still past the tree and the train tracks and shit, but like before the stop sign. And he was in the back of Johnny's truck, and he was
Yeah.
arguing with like Daniel or someone random. I don't even, maybe Brandon. Someone fucking random. And he stands up in the back of the truck and he tries to swing
Oh, that
out
was
of the truck.
And that was later after I punched
And
him.
Yeah.
he totally missed and just fucking rolls out the back of the truck
Yeah.
and just how in the fuck do you keep doing this?
always
Because that
so
was-
angry when he was drunk.
That was that day when he fell out when he tried to punch whoever it was. That was the day we were out at the swimming hole. Me and Serena got in that big ass fight. And Baz started talking
Yeah.
shit. And we're at the swimming hole.
I wasn't there for that one.
I kept telling Baz, shut the fuck up. I told him, like, shut the fuck up. And
He always gets told that.
I was like, you got to the count of 3, I'm gonna fucking deck you. And he's like, alright. He just kept going, like, whatever you say, little boy, nobody cares about your opinion. I was like, had nothing to do with you, Baz. He's like, shut up, little boy. Like, you keep talking, I'm gonna punch you in the mouth. You got to count of 3. And I was like, 1. He goes 2. And I just fucking hit him, dude. Because I was sitting in the back of Chris's truck. He's on like that side. So I just pretty much stood up and just dropped into him. And he's like, I didn't know you. Because I hit him and I kept my forearm against his like fucking throat. And I was like, shut the fuck up. And he's like, that's where I was like, sorry, dude. But like, you know, you knew I was pissed.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of this argument because Serena got blackout drunk. Like, threatening a bunch of crazy shit. That's when I got fucking pissed because that's when I lost Sally. The fucking cigarette case I had.
Yeah.
I honestly think she took it and threw it in the water.
Probably did.
We got in a big ass fucking fight. And, you know, me and her fought horribly. But that was, dude. So he gets involved, starts talking all this shit, and I fucking hit him. And he's like, I didn't know you could hit that hard. And I was like, Baz, that was me, like, to
That's
the
a love
home.
app.
Yeah, like me being like, shut up, bro. And it was later that day that he fucking got mad at somebody else and tried to hit him. And he tried to do the same thing as when it was like, I'm going to stand up on this side of the truck and hit you. And just whipped it and fell out.
Somebody slammed him up against the back of the truck one time. That might have been you and him out at the swimming hole, too.
I think that's what you're thinking of.
Because you, like, grabbed him by the shirt and, like, pushed him up against the back. And he
Yeah.
was like,
Because he was there. That's why I hit him, like, grabbed him, like, I put my arm against his throat, like, stop. Dude, oh my God. Grandma's going to hear this one and be like, fuck you guys.
hey, it's true, though, man. You know it's true.
Yeah.
You know all this is true.
Hey, and he's going to have he has every right to come on, because I'm going to get him on.
He can defend himself all he wants. It is fact.
Dude, the time he ate the moth.
He ate it, yeah.
That
He
was,
used to eat, like, bugs and worms at the skate park for, like, a couple bucks.
dude, remember when he fucking was like, I'm going to snort every kind of Cheeto? That was the fucking most random. You take a Cheeto, crush it up, and snorted it.
He was an experimenter, dude. He was a scientist.
I think one of the best times.
The red dot number 5
Yeah.
that you had.
I think one of the best times was when Calvin asked him for a cigarette. He had just got a brand new pack of wines. Calvin asked him for one. And Baz handed him the pack of cigarettes. And Calvin pulls one out, puts it in his mouth, and then just shreds the fucking pack, dude. And Baz fucking lost his shit. Like, what the fuck? I just got that. Calvin's like, shut up, dude. I'll buy you another pack. But then I could have had 2 packs. Like, but you wouldn't have had the other pack if he didn't do that. And he's like trying to salvage the tobacco out of the skate bowl. We're like, no, dude.
Goddamn
Like,
Oh my
You
god.
goddamn right he was.
He was a butt hunter. Dude.
Oh yeah,
Dude.
dude.
that bowl, too, with him and that fucking, what the fuck was it? The sidekick? The phone's indestructible, man. And he just hung it in the fucking bowl, dude. And he'd go,
I remember that, and it would go out the other side.
like, and he'd make it go, like, around, like, 2 of the fucking
Yeah.
curves and shit. Then he later on, the fucking phone's not working, man. Like, I wonder why, bro. Like, you fucking...
Dude, them and phones. I swear to God,
He's so
every
stupid.
time he had a phone and he walked near the river, it fucking dropped it in
Dude.
the river.
That thing
Every
was
time.
a magnet.
Remember when we were in the goddamn running around down there, that spot we called Namek? And Baz, like, running through the trees, fucking ran into a stick and hit him in the eye.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I thought he lost his eye, dude.
I remember when we made that bridge across the
Yeah.
dynamic, and we all made it across.
Except,
Turn around, and he just fucking falls right into the mud and water.
remember we showed other people the spot? It was fucking Jeremiah, dude.
Yeah. Oh,
And
really?
He fell into it when it was like, people were going across it at a time where I was like, I ain't going across that. Like, you fall in that water, you're going in the fish ladders.
Oh, yeah.
It was like
yeah.
right after melt off and shit. And I'm like, no, fuck that.
You know
dude.
what's strange is every year there's always a natural bridge to that area. in the
Yeah.
river. It's so strange.
Yeah. Dude, was it you telling me that like the last time you went down there was like a whole ass Tanner was telling me you went down there?
There was, this has been a couple years ago, probably about a year and a half ago, or maybe like 2 years ago. Me and Walmart went down there. It was when Walmart was living with me. One day we decided to go walk down the Namek just to see what it was like. So we walked down there, and there was like a dude that had, we first noticed it once you go down that little path down towards the river bank, actual river, and there was like a fence there made out of sticks and like vines and stuff, and I was like, well, that's strange. It's like, that's kind of weird. As you walk past that old watershed building and down towards like Lizard Gulch,
Yeah, because we had named
we
all
had
like
named
there was
those spots. So we
yeah
could-
Lizard Gulch and
yeah.
then what the fuck was the the heights. There was like Lizard Heights
Yeah,
too.
Lizard Heights. Yeah. Once you get there, I started noticing fence, like more of that. Like it looked like something you would craft out of a video game, like like
Yeah.
a stick fence with like other sticks, like
Twice.
and it was like a nice fence
Yeah, for that, like,
for that style. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was very like whoever was making it was like they knew what they were doing. And then we got to Namek, and it was completely like washed out. But in the center of Namek, there was a little like hut with a fence, and he had blocked.
and it wasn't like the tree hut we had.
No, it was like a cabin hut, like a little like wooden hut, like a little
That's beautiful.
like Amazonian tribe.
It's like a yurt.
Yeah, yeah,
Like a
like
gnome.
yeah. And he had like 3 marijuana plants, like 4 foot tall,
Oh,
right
yeah,
next to
bigger
it.
than the hut.
But yeah, about the same size
Oh,
as the
yeah.
hut. And then he had a tent setting inside the hut, like it was just like a frame,
Yeah.
And
Just
then
to
he had
protect
the
it.
river blocked up. He had it like a little section, like a little bench by the river he had made for like sitting there washing his clothes and taking a bath and stuff. It was like
Homesteaded
it
it.
was like homesteaded.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and then like a week later, like a couple months later, it flooded.
Well, see, because Tanner was telling me, because he takes the girls down through there and they'll go fishing, right?
Yeah.
And he was saying that he went down there and was like, I want to check out Namek and just see, And he said, like a couple of dudes, I want to say, this might have been like a year ago, like last summer, that he was down there. And they had made, like they had rebuilt it. Said they had a fence. They had like a little fence thing they had made.
Yeah.
But they had like sectioned and plotted off little spots and had like a garden.
Yeah, yeah.
And like,
He had the area for the garden started, like the little arches and stuff.
yeah.
But it was like setting right next to the tent. But that was before the flood.
It makes me wonder if like it didn't hit it too bad.
Well, one thing is, I think it was like a year ago when I was coming back from his house. I was going to get cigarettes, and right there at the corner, there was a cop sitting there, and a power, Milton Freewater Power, like vehicle parked there,
Yeah.
and they were standing by the power line, right below Namek. So he was tapped into that line or something, running line power down to that little hut.
Okay, because Tanner said something about he had like lights, but he thought maybe they had just like used like like the solar panel ones. Or...
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm pretty sure he literally tapped into the power line and had like a cable running down there. Because they were like, there was a cop there and
Beautiful.
like 2 power guys.
Yeah, like the fucking Pacific Power.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
And they were like standing up there looking and pointing down there.
That's wonderful.
Dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It makes me want to go. Maybe that's what I'll fucking. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should do like another update on another fucking episode.
Go down the Namek. And
Go
see
down to Namek and fucking see what's up.
Now would be the time because the river is low as
Yeah.
it's gonna get.
Maybe that's what we need to do sometime like this week or something.
Yeah.
Head down to Namek and see what the fuck's cracking. See if we find us a homesteaded little fucking.
I bet you there's a couple There was one group of hobos just living right off the bridge there, and they had like chickens and goats and all sorts of stuff. It was like some Mexicans.
Yeah, dude. Well, that's like when fucking Badger
Oh yeah, Badger had a goddamn
had a whole house thing
had a
built.
condo sitting in between the 2 bridges
Yeah.
next to the sheriff's house
Yeah,
for like a year
Right
and a
in
half.
front of the sheriff's.
Yeah.
That's the same fact.
yeah. Had a door, had like everything. I've seen it. And dude, I think he got arrested.
No,
You see him?
I've seen him like
Haven't seen him for a while.
4 months ago, walking down the road with a shopping cart full of garbage. It's
Yeah,
like,
he always has like a car. Dude, I saw that kid.
Oh, that's who that is.
You've seen
Okay,
him,
I've
right?
seen
Dude,
him.
He might be almost
oh,
like.
he's got that hobo.
He's
muscle.
ripped.
He looks ripped, but at the same time, he looks like he's aged to like he's 60 something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's younger than us.
Yeah. Oh my God. We'll close it out on this one.
All right.
Speaking of the man Badger, we met this kid. I don't even know his real fucking name.
No, I don't know.
I've always known him as Badger. And I remember me and Hobo were walking home one night. I don't know, was I living with you at that point?
Yeah, we were
And-
walking home from the
Yeah,
skate
we were
park.
going back to the shop. And it was dark.
Yeah.
And we had just seen Badger like either that day or the day before
That's
that.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah. We'd seen him at school. And I know for the last couple like weeks he'd been talking about like not wanting to go home and stuff like that. And we didn't really know the background to it. But a truck rolls up on us and stops. We're like, what the fuck? We obviously go on high alert, like what the fuck's this truck rolling up on us for in the middle of the night? Like
Yeah.
shit. And it's this lady gets out.
MILF.
Yeah, not gonna lie, she's pretty hot.
Tag Max.
Like, pops out, she's drunk.
Oh yeah.
Like, her shirt, like, she's wearing, like, one of those, like, spaghetti strap
Yeah.
shirts, and her shit keeps falling off, like, titty almost flopping out. And she's like, you see my boy? And we're like, what's he look like? She gets out, she parks her truck, you know, she parks. It's like, first she's just, like, hanging out of her door talking to us, and then she parks. And then she's, like, talking to us, like, do you know my boy? And we're like, oh, what's he look like? And she's like, his name's Badger, and that's when me and Hobo, I remember looking at Hobo, too, like, even his mom calls him? Like, you know, like, we thought that was just like, you know, on Clams, that's Hobo, you're Possum, like the nickname you get. His mom called him Badger.
Yeah.
We're like,
His name might actually be Badger. I don't know.
dude, for all I fucking know, I remember them saying his name in school, like calling his name out,
I feel like it was Badger.
but like they didn't call him anything but Badger though.
Yeah.
Like, he on paper he had a different name, but he signed Badger and everything. Just like I signed Clams. But she's like starts offering us beer and shit like that. You guys could help me like find my boy, and we're like, no, we gotta get home. I remember when we were walking home, we're dead silent, you know, like both of us like, what the fuck? And Hobo breaks the silence and is like, dude, I'm pretty fucking sure if we would have gotten that truck, that lady would have tried to fuck us.
Yeah.
Like I would.
You could tell. She's like MILF. You know that MILF they used to run down the road
Yeah,
in like
the milk, the
shorts
dried
that
milk.
always ran by the skate park? Like, she did it on purpose. It was the same, like, energy you got from her. Like, it was like this, like...
Kind of trashy.
Yeah, trashy, redneck, give
Really
you roadhead kind of shit, you know? Like, that kind of shit. Like, it had that energy.
And it was very much like she was like, if you get in this truck and help me look for my son, I'll fuck you.
Yeah.
I'll give you a call, you know? we'll go skiing, you know? Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? So, I think that's gonna pretty much wrap it up here, boys. Thank you guys very much for coming over and being a part of the, for episode 2.
Yeah, anytime.
Yeah, we'll have to touch base again.
Of course.
We'll go check out Namek, and we still got plenty of fucking stories we didn't touch base on. There's so much. I mean, fuck, dude, we all three lived together a couple different times, yeah? Like, all right, well, that'll fucking do it. Fucking stay tuned for another episode, whenever the fuck we get one recorded, for another wonderful episode of What the Clam.